Hey there, what is up, plant community? If you like my videos, go ahead and give me a like, share, subscribe, and thumbs up, and hit that bell icon so that way you are notified anytime I make a video. So, I'm going to be giving you guys some palm updates, some palm tree updates. So, the cycads, besides the new foliage that is hardening off, which it already has, nothing has really changed for neither of them. Besides maybe the factor that they'll be staying outside during the cold. That guy will be better off because he has a black pot rather than this guy. Anyways, palm updates. So, pygmy date palm, doing good, doing good. I noticed on this guy, an animal of some sort came and nipped at a frond. But you know what? That's okay, long as I have some of the older frond still doing its job, photosynthesizing. This spear will be just fine, which it looks like it's about to open up. Lovely. And of course, the rest of the palm is doing good. It's getting some bigger, fatter, mature fronds on it. We got a new frond right here. It looks like it's coming up, so that's exciting. This frond is starting to open up, so we got some new fronds coming up there. Then the Majesty palm went ahead and trimmed some of the old dead foliage on it because that's really not doing much anymore. But here we have the old frond that started furling out, which is the one that kind of got stunted because it was in that pot originally. So, but ever since then, we are getting more mature fronds that are coming out. Hasn't fully came out yet and hasn't fully opened, but it will. This was the first frond, and well, this was the first spear, my bad, and this is the second spear starting to come out. It's been loving it. And if you look in there, we got another spear starting to come out with this spear, so it's really loving life right now. Majesty palm doing excellent, doing great. It must love the size of the pot. Oh, a hummingbird. Oh, I wish I could have gotten a picture of him. Oh, you guys missed him. He was coming up to the flowers. Oh, he loves the flowers. Sorry, I don't get to see him too often out here. But oh, yay, my garden's a hummingbird attraction. Anywho, yeah, and it's starting to get a bit of a trunk down here. Still gonna wait for that trunk to develop. And then, guess what's starting to do better now? The Fishtail Palm, the clumping palm. This is actually shot out more, and the babies, well, the little suckers are starting to come out more, which is great. Finally. It just needed a good rain. The water I was giving it for some reason just wasn't doing it, so, or it just wasn't soaking all the way through like it should have. But then again, in order to keep them alive during the drought, I can only literally give it so much water just to keep them alive. So, downside of that, gonna be keeping this guy out too and letting it take temps down to 35. But yeah, it's doing really well now. Besides that little bit of burnt. Probably still need to separate it though. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So that way I can get some more growth out of it, better growth. And then we go over here. We have my, now this is a Trachycarpus fortunii. But I call it the windmill palm, but maybe I should have been more specific because I guess there's other species of windmill palm out there. So I'm going to start calling this the Chinese windmill palm, or Trachycarpus fortunii. And it's doing really good. It's gotten this new spear starting to come up. It's a slow-growing palm. Hasn't really done much this whole summer. It's just kind of kept this one spear. Lost a few of the older spears. This is the newest leaf that came out. And this is the newest spear that's starting to come out. So 3 leaves this year. That ain't too bad. If it gets that out before winter, hopefully by October, because anymore October's became an extended summer for us. Chinese fan palm doing great. It's got a new spear right here, new spear there, and a new spear in here doing excellent. Of course, I keep some of the old damaged fronds because it's still green and it's still photosynthesizing, helping this palm out. I actually won't cut those damaged fronds off until they go completely yellow or brown, because it just really, really helps the palm out. And then I know it's not a palm, but I like to document it anyways. And I'll probably wind up doing a garden tour and documenting all the other plants eventually. But this is my Cordyline Australius. I had a red one, and this was before I was doing YouTube, but I brought it in one year and sadly it died. I had 2 of them right here. And I guess they don't do very well when you dig them up by the roots. They actually wind up dying because they just can't handle that, especially when they're being brought inside to a lower light condition. But yeah, I've kept this guy out to where it's seen snow and had snow on it, and he's doing really well, doing really good. We still got some of the old foliage down here from last winter, but the leaf hasn't turned completely brown, so it's still doing something for the plant, just not as much as the newer leaves. I did go ahead and get rid of the dead and the dead. Whenever I cut the leaves off, there was some dead foliage down here that could just be peeled off, and it's now got a bit of trunk on it. The more trunk this guy has, the more cold hardy it will actually be. I found out that when a frost hits him and the foliage completely dies, it will actually backbud from the trunk. So the more trunk you have, the more cold hardy it will be. It's just going to be a minute before I could ever place this guy in the ground. Government housing might not let me get away with it, but I think if I kept it at a minimum size or claimed that, yeah, I dig it up every year, yeah, I'm not going to get away with it. But then again, they'll let me get away with that yellow mop cypress, but that doesn't look like much. Even though this is a palm update, I'll go ahead and update on my red banana. Red banana is doing good. It's given me quite a big leaf here. It's about as big as my arm. This is one of the newer leaves as well. The older leaves are a bit damaged from the wind, but it is doing really well, and I hope it continues to get quite big this year. It's already, the leaf here, if we count the leaf, it's up to my stomach, but what I'm really trying to count is this guy, which is still up to my stomach. I really want the stem to get taller, but it's so far it's getting quite tall and getting quite big. And then if we go over here, we have my queen palm. We go into the queen palm, we can see it's starting to lose a frond. These are starting to burn out right here, but this is the younger foliage. The older foliage, when I got it, here we have a nice sturdy frond, which is one of the newer fronds that came up. And it is a little crooked in the pot, and it's a little crooked right here because wind blew it. So, and we had some strong winds. There used to be a maple tree over there, and that just got obliterated by the winds. So, can't really be too unhappy with it. I mean, it could have been like the maple tree. So, I'm happy that it survived the winds. And then here we got a new big spear that's starting to come up. Looks like it's going to be a quite a tall spear. It's already over my head, so, and I'm 5'9", so this has to be every bit a 7, maybe 8 foot, especially if you count the tallest frond here. So far, all of them are doing really well, doing really good. on my palms right here. So we'll go to the back. We'll look at the palms in the backyard or the back porch area. Alright, I am currently around back with the fan blowing here, but we'll start talking about some of the palms. So over here, I have my bamboo palm. This frond is a little bit damaged, but I won't cut it off until it's completely yellowed. We did get some strong winds, and it happened to knock this guy over, sadly, so I did have to repurpose some soil and put it in there. But we got a strong spear coming from each one of these little suckers here. It is another species of clumping palm. It can only take partial sun and prefers to be in shade for most of the day, so this is where I keep them, mainly by the front door. And then here we have my finger lady. Oh, well, I guess I just helped that out a bit. My lady finger palm, but here we call them finger lady palms. Doing really good. Sorry about that. My mom was telling me it's time to eat, but it's doing good. It's a suckering palm. It's doing really good. Seems to be doing great. This is the newest shoot that came up. Must be loving the rain because it wasn't growing like that whenever I was just watering it normally. We do have a sucker. Kind of get over here for you right there, but hasn't really suckered up yet for me. And then over there, get them out for you. Sorry about all that noise. Kind of have to put them here, but we have my parlor palm, which is doing good. These are some of the newer, fuller fronds, which I also keep in the shaded area. Now this is the newest frond that has came out. I'm waiting to see if maybe it expands or not. If it does it, that means that it just needs to go ahead and be in a bigger pot, because obviously when fronds are that small, they're usually stunted growth. So even though there is no roots coming from the bottom of the pot, something is telling me that, yeah, I'm going to need a bigger pot, because yeah, usually when you get growth like that, see, even one is like that there, that usually means that, yeah, I'm going to need a bigger pot because you're stunting my growth. So that will eventually pinch off, and the whole palm will die if I don't do something. And I want to do something because we can see here it's starting to get some stalks on it, which is good. Put this down. I'm gonna place the camera down real quick. Alright, had to place the camera down. But yeah, for those of us that actually grow the parlor palm, we know it takes quite a bit of time to get that trunk on them. So I've had them for a good amount of time. Doesn't seem that long, but so yeah, we definitely don't want that guy to die. So I'll definitely have to get a bigger pot for it, probably like that, because I like that look with the palm. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of the day.